Thank you. Chang and Cho is a white pronunciation. Cho Chang Yan, Chang and Cho. I don't know. Is a white pronunciation. Yeah, I'm Cho Chang Yan, Chang and Cho. I don't know. Is a white pronunciation. Yeah, I'm Cho Chang Yan, Chang and Cho. I don't know. Is a white pronunciation. Yeah, I'm Cho Chang Yan, Chang and Cho. I don't know. Is a white digital media. Yeah, I'm it happens all the time. I don't know. Technical digital media, and we have to enjoy this situation all the time. Technical not only this, but also we have to enjoy this your work all the time. Technical not only this, but also we have to enjoy this your work all the time. Technical.
This book came from my observation a few years ago that there are three kinds of design: classical design, came from my observation a few years ago, computational design, kinds of design. And everyone would ask me, what the heck is computational? Computational design. And computation is a lot about a black box. A black box is hard to look into. Computation, if anyone was able to a black box. A black box is hard to look into. Computation, if anyone was able to a black box. A black box is hard to look into. Computation, if anyone was able to a black box. Look into that black box, it appears it was David Bowie in 1999 in this BBC interview. Here's a little clip.
No, you see, I don't agree. I don't agree. I think the internet. I don't think we've even seen the tip of the iceberg. I think the potential of what the internet is going to do to society, both good and bad, is unimaginable. I think we're actually on the cusp of something exhilarating and terrifying.
It's just a tool, though, isn't it?
No, it's not. No. No, it's an alien life form.
It's an alien life form. It sure is, and being able to explain the alien life form is the goal of How to Speak Machine. It's 6 chapters total. It's a fairly short book. The first 3 chapters are about the alien life form. I can't have a British accent, sorry about that, but it's about the alien life form, as Bowie described it, and it's about how products are changing. So 6 chapters, first 3, loops large living, the Bowie properties, as I informally call them, and incomplete instrumented imbalance, how products are changing. Okay, let's go through this really quickly.
It rains a lot in Myanmar. People grow up and age with rains. When heavy rains stop, water drops turn into jellies. We call it rain fruits. If you grab them too hard, they just break and become plain water drops. Mom told me if I really want to have something precious, I must treat them with all my heart. Mom told me if I leave home, I would become an iron rod removed from the fire. Mom was always a fire to me. Now she's 2,000 miles away, and I am standing alone in a foreign country, all by myself.
Show me pictures of his kids, and all I could show him was pictures of my cribs. He said his daughter got a brand new report card, and all I got was a brand new sports car.
The pixelized pattern for their new fashion design. So it was quite interesting to see that these trends keep getting attention from many designer and artists. So there are many examples used that the vision from the new technology is a pixel stretchy things all from, we cannot just imagine, that things. It always from the technology, like all some error and some mistake when you take a picture or photograph. The sun light glare, something like that. But we love that effect, and then the looks. But some as it did, we kind of use that effect or that things to you work many cases. So this is a old Max Cooper. Maybe you are familiar with this artist. You know what? Do you know who is it? Max Cooper. To be honest with you, this is more interesting to me. I mean, this is the Sora and many mid-journey things are very, the look is very average, but very early stage of the AI imagery thing is very interesting because it gives us more possibility and craft era aesthetic things rather than the mid-journey and stereo vision things. So the Max Cooper he's also singer, hip-hop singer, also videographer, VJing, video jockey. He used that image when he performed on the stage. And also this is synchronized with his music. This is his music video. This is my digital immersive performance class, the scene. Yeah, this student work humorously shows the conversation and conflicts among gods in the afterlife. It has a structure that allows you to experiment with some experiential elements by expanding theatrical composition through VR. It takes just only a couple weeks, not whole semester, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. All elements are just students buy and from the asset store. I not encourage it make all elements 3D elements. I said just buy it because more focus and because they should focus on the real story making, not just. I don't like the students waste the time of useless things. So it is kind of, I already said, is kind of combination with the animation, theoretical experience, and film, something like that. And there are many complicated technology using sensors and tracking and haptic things even. And also we have lots of discussion happen, doing some discussion, and then trying to they focus on what language and aesthetic they should bring from the new technology. Yes. So as I said that we are experimenting new types of form of art. Yeah. This we doing some many for many years doing this type of
Easily one of the most I've tried at Sundance 2020, perhaps even in the last 5 years of film festival exhibits with VR and AR technology.
We're doing this kind of new media performance because it brings many different types of elements. You can get from the easily from the new technology, and students like you, and pay attention to what storytelling could be expanding. Right? So it's not totally different from the filming or animation thing. And animation and making VR content is very, very time-consuming things. But if they use their body as an actor or performer in this types of project, they easily, not that easy, but they trying to focus on what the audience response could be and where they should focus on. So this is also we use some AI actors, agents to communicate with audience. So we have many collaborative relationship with many different institutions, so engineering experts and something like that. So it is very important to bring so many things from performance and movements and things. Okay. This is from the another students who work. This Wonun Babel things awarded the second prize, as I said, as I mentioned, that Ars Electronica second prize. You cannot see that in the movie. In this work in the theater is always shown in the exhibition. So this is a trail. This work is about the housing issues of young people in Korea. So maybe the same situation in Hong Kong. I'm assuming that allows you to experience space that reflects oneself. The reason she got awarded is from the jury's comment that she used the technology very efficiently. So she tried to put her effort to get more attention. More focus on what she really want to tell. So it's very important to learn from her work. And so she captured many different students or young people's actual room, their private room, and captured that space and let them tell about their stories and memories. So many film festival, especially this Ars Electronica, want to make artists look at the world or making artwork not just for the entertainment, but also social, like to bring some social context.
이게 내 몸이 없이 눈에 시야만 보인 채로 그 공간 안에 있잖아요. 이게 원룸이라는 공간이 정말 너무 작고 되게 이상하게 보인다? 되게 생경하게 보인다? 이런 생각이 들었는데 이제 막 인터뷰했었던 내용들을 이렇게 문구별로 이렇게 써 있는 것들을 보면서 여기에서 사는 사람이 이런 생각들을 했구나라는 것들이 막 체감이 돼.
The mesh continuously changes. It creates like some surreal place, and you really feel something like floating under the sea.
Yeah, I'm going to pass. So we all love immersive. I mean, when you talk about the immersive, it is all about storytelling things, but these days in some different way, using some high technology things. But every steps, when you make something, we have to face these types of 5 different level or stage of making things. So I'm gonna ask you, which one is most flexible one? Can you answer that? Which one is most flexible and changeable? Yeah, shy person. Story. Why? Do you know why? Yeah, exactly. So, but yes, it is like a yeah. The fantasy is a less flexible because it is a final goal which we cannot give up. Rather, the most important stories are modified according to the situation for rewards or twists, and the world become the protagonists affecting what the audience feels. It's an intriguing perspective. So the fantasy is we should not give up. Action is we do something to get a goal in the game or in the film or story. Economic means that rewards from the some actions or some and world, world is a perspective for the story. Story always can be changed. So, but most of case, story always very strong power. So when most of case, we stick to the story and trapped it by that story, and we always lose sometimes what what audience should feel and get from that story. So that is which is fantasy. And so we always remember what the content should be, and that's why as I said, that you should remember that the all contents or product or the work, it should be incomplete because it keep changing. VR performance is also an interesting field. I'm not sure if you have any of you have experience, but it's not just the contents for the entertainment, but also brings many good education experience and pedagogical things to the students. So through that process, I'm trying to make students get more power or ability to change their situation and way of telling the story. So that's why I'm share with us today. We experience new media technologies, but often get caught up in the experience provided by past media. New technologies are limited to being expressed just as animation or with previous used technology. In my classes, I always emphasize that importance of why this technology must be applied and why they can be well expressed. So during my visit, many times we talk about the AI things. So yesterday we talking about that AI always give us answers, not the process. That is very important. Because many masterpieces of art, I mean, the good artists work always questioning to us. You know, that's why we are respect and go to the museum and get some inspiration from their work. But the AI still, maybe someday there will AI, maybe general AI can ask a question to us, but still they only give us this answer, and even very boring. Looks great, but we cannot make great new types of art from them because it's dominated by the big tech to make things more easier, save the money, and lay up the workers from their from what they want to from the human creativity. So we focus on the what kind of question we should share, or something like that. Yeah, this is my this is my presentation. So thank you.
Also introduce Angus as our
Hello, Professor. I would just like to ask if you have any tips for you mentioned that the story is one of the most important thing, even no matter it's a film production or VR production or your lab production. So can you give any advice or tips for story creating to our students? Because I find some of the projects are quite very, very interesting from the
okay.
from students. So how do you motivate them, or how do you involve in their story creating process?
I cannot give the story to them, good idea to them, because I always make some good and welcoming, kind atmosphere in that class. So I always very trying to make a good network to them. Maybe I'm sure you going when you go make some work, you need to you need help from other students and expertise and interest and efforts. So the kind of combination and collaboration is very crucial. One day I comment on that how the copyright open open process design process is important. Is it means always there's a conflict between students because of the copyrights and intellectual right, property right. You know what I mean? Who's these ideas from whom? I mean, sometimes because in Sundance Film Festival, they don't make any director's title because it makes people's fight to get that title. So they put that they credits as a key artist, not directors. So the creators, there is a creator title, maybe the from the original stories, and then key artist can be include the main role from in that production process. Technical director can be a key artist, and then etc. Sound more specifically. So collaboration, environment, and atmosphere is very important, but also more like openness. Yeah, is very crucial. Especially when they success through the project, got awarded something, they fight, and in that project is just gone from that things. So in academy or these types of things, trying to promote more ideas and experience is not whether you will work like this get some awarded from many festival is not important. Next step is more important to in vision in this business and field more. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to tell you in my students also, to my students.
Thank you very much, Professor Cho. My question, actually, I have a lot of questions, but first and foremost, I'd like to come back a little bit, maybe resonate a little bit to Ang's question regarding storytelling, because especially maybe I'm asking this on behalf of our students. For our major, we mostly stick to the so-called traditional practices. We just think about a story and write it down in the form of a script. But as you have mentioned, in the era of post-digital time, all these technology, VR, AR, AI, XR, virtual production, what kind of possibilities does it open for us storytellers, visual storytellers, in terms of both script and maybe visual languages? Because for your students, it's kind of more open, like they have installation art, interactive, different kinds of medium. But from a film perspective, video perspective, is there any other ways, or as maybe in the future, our students can look forward to?
I talked already in the Monday session. the students already experienced, they know that maybe because the young generation maybe early adopter for the new technology. Older people use the iPhone just for calls, but young people use that new technology in every their single, in the everyday life that they use in different way, and then get more information rather than the old, I'm old generation. And sometimes I learn from many things from my students. Hey, show this, hey, see this. And then we have to listen to the young people and others. So that's why we are embrace diversity and inclusion things. In post-digital era, not like as I showed that spatial computing things. We don't use anymore the VR, AR things because of Apple use that was spatial computing, spatial computing. It means that all kinds of storytelling or contents can be shown in everywhere, in every situation. So not just in theater or maybe it. So I have had a chance to experience the Vision Pro. Quite amazing. It's very smooth, and there's no the very high resolution of the they give us a very high resolution vision, so very smooth experience. So someday you will see that things, and then you will realize that this is quite different, and you will see also that they recognize my eye movements, and as we already saw in the promotion clips, it changed we interact with the image or the contents. So I'm sure it will change the way different way. So and then you will make some interesting thing from that event, and then interaction response too. So just doing something with that, and then you will find the story from that thing. That's why story is always flexible based on the technology things.
And maybe I'll follow up with another one. And as you mentioned, for your students, you said you'd like them to focus more on the storytelling, on their creativity, instead of all those technical details. However, do your students also learn all those softwares and technical things?
Sure.
So do you find it challenging, or how do you balance the two? Because sometimes we can, especially for our faculty, for our department, we are sometimes maybe a little bit more focused on the so-called those technology and softwares.
I understand. If many times I experienced many students, when they have much time, they did something useless things. So they spend many times to not very things not important. So there I always give the time limit 2 or 3 weeks only. But we definitely give some technical session for the entry level. I mean, some students have more if they have interested in getting trying learn more technical things. Definitely, he can get access. They can access some opportunity to learn some technical program software thing. But my class has many different students who has a different major background, like a music composition and performer, dancers and directors. But I push them learn very entry level of technology because they have to understand what the technology can be applied to, not just leave the technician, the people learn that system, because many times because these types of contents, when they make this kind of contents, there are many waiting times because we have to recharge the system, and it has very deep long time to boost and connect to the many different types of technology like sensors and tracking systems, recharging, and there are always error and then technical difficulties. So you cannot just leave some students who have some technical knowledge for this project. Everyone have to have some knowledge, turn on the PC and then connected the sensor and capture system, because from that they know how to work, how it works, and understand more about the new technology and the possibilities. So definitely the knowledge of the technique is very important, but they are very quick to learn. I mean, they're very good young people, very compared to me. I mean, as professors, they already know how to deal with this kind of new things. So I'm very confident. You know that, as your educator and professor, you just relocated students to as a group.
You just point away and they will go, right? and maybe take the example of your students project Scarecrow. Scarecrow, which was showcased in Sundance, right? So for that project, do the viewers all have to wear the headset to experience the story?
Only limited audience have HMD.
So there are viewers without HMD also can enjoy the
they can
the show.
choose. They can choose. I mean, in that system, usually Oculus maximum member, I mean the audience, they include is maybe 5 or something, and at the same time in simultaneously. So only 5, but I don't know, maybe it depends on the HMD system. Maybe 5 I have more, I think. So 5 or 10 people only participate in that event. So that's why we are making this kind of open performance event and then a theatrical stage to get the audience experience more like a different way and different types of experience.
I see, but the experience will be very different, right? Because when you are wearing the headset, you can interact, you can interact with the story to some extent.
Yeah.
I see. So like for that project,
and also we not only the location-based things. This is location-based thing. We use that VR chat is a metaverse platform. So we this. Yeah, this is actually this is a location. LBE means location-based things. But other performances, sorry. This is totally in the VR chat setting. So in this setting, there are much more audience can participate and enjoy the things. But quality is a little. We have to take care of the polygon number was called polygon, but the traffic things. So little kind of looks. Yeah, it's very simplified, but so we also consider that we have to consider this situation too.
同學有冇問題想問下？今日嘅內容或者你哋自己同你自己相關嘅，有體驗過類似嘅工具，或者同你哋自己嘅創作咁樣可以有連接嘅。
Thank you so much. I hope someday you have chance to visit Korea and my school. So yeah, I'm looking for collaboration, some relationship, and making things happen. Bye bye.